back to another episode of Growing with Lala's Crops. Today, you guys, I wanted to show you this fertilizer that I purchased from Amazon. Most of you know that I use both fish and kelp fertilizer. This is the brand of fish fertilizer that I use in my garden. For all of my 511 growers like this video, I really like using the fish fertilizer in my garden. It's a great fertilizer. It's all natural. Kelp fertilizer is a great fertilizer for your root vegetables, you guys. I wanted to mix both the fish and the kelp. Both of these fertilizers have great results in my garden, so I would mix the two into my watering can, try to do equal parts and fertilize like that until I found, and I knew that they had like the fish and kelp fertilizer out there, but I finally found it on Amazon, and it's from the same brand that I buy the kelp fertilizer from, which is GS Plant Foods. The reason why I decided to purchase the fish and kelp blend is because I wanted to find a liquid fertilizer, an all organic liquid fertilizer for my tomatoes also, so that I can feed the tomatoes, which is up here. I'm currently like sitting down on the ground. But for my tomatoes, so that I can continue to feed them also, you know, throughout the growing season. Most of you know that I have also incorporated the Trifecta Plus, which is a great fertilizer for slow and release fertilizer. Maybe now that I'm using that, I want to come out once a month and just, you know, feed the plants just a liquid fertilizer. Still saving me time and money than what I was doing like every 7 days, or yeah, every 7 days. So I just want to make sure that especially like the heavy feeding plants are still fed, still producing, you know, the tomatoes. And I'm going to show you guys some of the progress with the carrots. So I planted these seeds, the first 2 rows, about 2 months ago. And I have a video on that also. And I was like, oh my goodness, like look at the size of the carrot thus far. Now this variety is the Alton King variety, so they reach maturity at 70 days, or 70 days. So I still have like another month before I can technically harvest the first 2 rows that I planted, or that I sowed by seeds. So but I just wanted to show you guys how thick the carrot is thus far with only 2 months of growth using the kelp fertilizer. So yeah, that's a good thing. This is a good sign. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys like the progress from using the kelp fertilizer. Like this is a nice size stem with the leaves. Let's see, let's pull back some of the soil on this one, see how it's forming. Okay. Ooh, my goodness. So you guys, let's see. Okay, let's see, hope you guys can see that. I'm not gonna pull off too much soil, but so far that's how this carrot is looking. It can get a little thicker, so of course it's not time to harvest these yet. Like I said, it's only been 60 days, so it still has some time to grow. Here on my channel, I like to, you know, show you guys everything. That's part of Growing with Lala's Crops. We sow seeds, you know, we feed them, and I just like to continue to show you guys the progress that's being made. You know, that's all part of gardening. I'll make another video showing you guys my current favorite fertilizers that I like to use in the garden. So that'll be in one of my table talks in the garden. This is pretty straightforward. I'll read the back for you just in case you guys are thinking about purchasing this fertilizer also. It just says directions: shake well before using, prepare for 1 application only, do not store diluted fertilizer. For a 4-year spray application, mix 2-ounce GS Plant Foods fish and kelp blend with 1 gallon water. Use this on any plant material: trees, lawns, shrubs, transplants, potted plants, indoor plants, vegetables, flowers, and seeds. Apply / spray until leaves are wet, top and bottom. It is best to foyer feed early or late in the day. And then it has house plants. I'm not gonna read that. Outdoor plants use 1/4 cup, 2 fluid ounce per gallon of water. Feed vegetables, flowers, trees, and shrubs every 2 to 3 weeks. Apply until soil is saturated or as a foyer feed until leaves are wet, top and bottom. And I like the fact that you can also use this as a compost enhancer. You can use 1/4 cup fluid ounce per gallon of water every 2 to 3 weeks. And then for seed germination, soak in solution of 1 tablespoon per cup of water. And then the NPK on this fertilizer is 231. So like I said, I really wanted to purchase this to have something for my tomatoes, things that have flowers that's not going to just, you know, produce, you know, so many leaves. So yeah, the fish fertilizer is great for like your brassicas, your cabbage, your collard greens, and also like your herbs. Like, you know, these produce nothing but leaves. And also for your lettuce, you don't have to worry about them trying to flower. Like the peppers, you see these flowers, your cucumbers, your actual flowers, and your tomatoes. All of these vegetables produce flowers. So, you know, if you want to just use your fish fertilizer for, you know, your leafy vegetables, this is a great fertilizer for that, because it's going to give you a higher dosage of nitrogen. But you can use this on all of your plants, but it does have potassium and it does have phosphate in it, so that you guys know. But I'm going to be using like the fish and kelp on my plants that flower. So yeah, I'm going to put some of this into my 1 gallon watering can. All right, so now I'm going to feed these tomatoes. The tomatoes are starting to ripen, starting to turn red on this Roma grape tomato variety. Not yet on my little red beefsteaks. They are still green, but the yellow cherry, ooh, girl, these are yellow cherry. I need to go ahead and pick these. I'm waiting till it turn red. I forgot that I bought yellow cherry variety, so I need to go ahead and pick this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get in here and fertilize these tomatoes and herbs, and then I'll just have one more raised bed left to fertilize. Get on this side right here, get this flower also, zinnia. She looks like she can use some fertilizer. This tomato hasn't done anything for me yet. This is a red cherry, so I don't know what's going on with this one. All right, you guys, so that basically concludes today's video.